Babe, they're called backup hard drives? External hard drives? Hello? Welcome to day 33 of my 365-day vlogging experiment, where I am documenting my business journey in growing an online photography business and growing my personal brand. Today is a very exciting day because, back here in this mess of a situation, I had my computer. We're gonna start painting this area, not today, but soon, like in a few days. And so we're moving this mess over to the other side of the studio. It's kind of annoying because I have to move my workspace, but I did not like that workspace anyway. Everything's a little unstable and just moving around a ton, but it's okay. It's for a good cause. The fact that my computer is now on a, well, it's not a proper desk, but there is my computer. It's just a temp desk, but it's better than that. This means that something is starting. We are moving along. We moved all of that, like I mentioned earlier, in to this side. So this is the temporary work area. This is my computer and the husband's computer. So everything is just going to be here in this room for now. And so now that I have the desk here, I have a place to set the camera and stand in front of. Even though it's just a brown, ugly wall, it's all good. It's gonna be a beautiful, bright white soon enough. This is actually really great. It's much easier. I don't have to be sitting on the floor and like in weird angles and stuff like that. So it's only getting better from here, folks. So today has been pretty productive. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was maybe like around 7? The husband said 7. I would say more like a 6 plus. A 6 plus. Maybe like a 7, 8 for him because he got started on working on the other side of the studio space. But I took quite a long time working on the first episode of my podcast. Well, I've done the intro, so working on the first official episode of my podcast. That took a while, but because I changed the direction of the podcast, I mentioned that a few vlogs ago, so I kind of had to go back and reword a few things to just make sure that it all matches and makes sense. I also recorded the introduction to my podcast on Anchor, the free app that I mentioned a few days ago or last week. So I recorded the first episode and it was only like a little less than 8 minutes long, which is good. And hopefully tomorrow I can officially record that first intro episode. And for the podcast, I'm also gonna be doing a video of me doing the podcast. That's basically because I want to have the audio experience and also a video on my lifestyle blog and on my YouTube channel or possibly my Facebook page. I'm not sure, I'm still working that out. And that's because I want to be able to share and connect on as many platforms as possible. It would be easier to just do it on Anchor and then just do the podcast and that's it. But I like to make things a little bit more complicated around here, so we are also doing a visual version of the podcast. Hopefully we can get that filmed tomorrow, the intro, the first episode, and maybe a few more episodes. We'll see, I have to write that out. And I teach a sculpt class tonight, so I'm gonna wrap things up early so I can get ready for that. Tonight is actually my last evening sculpt class that I am going to be teaching. Both of the sculpt classes that I teach are morning classes, which is really great because then I can have a long uninterrupted work day. And this sounds so silly, but that kind of stuff, like knowing that I get like 10 plus hours of uninterrupted work time makes me so happy. I'm gonna miss teaching in the evenings, but I know that it's for the better. And then maybe once I have a better handle on my schedule and we've got momentum going with what we're trying to create and produce, I can possibly add another class, maybe one in the evening. But for now, I know that cutting back on this evening class is going to be really helpful. And I think that covers it all for today. On this beautiful gloomy day, the husband and I got to work together quite a bit today, and he also ordered a few more things, a few more computer things, and a few more. That is so general. And basically I'm running out of room on my computer and on my backup. Babe, they're called backup hard drives? External hard drives? Hello? But basically I'm running out of room on my computer, and so he's getting all that sorted out. We also ordered a few more things for the podcast setup, and that just about covers it. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow.